This is Uthred and this is Conflict of Nations World War III, Day 18, and I'm playing as Indonesia. Welcome back to the game, and this is just a small update of the game's progress. So we have started the attack against Australia, and we're able to capture Darwin and Derby. And now we are going to capture some of its adjacent provinces. Okay, so for this campaign, I only sent four, eight total of 8 National Guards. So 4 in Derby and 4 in Darwin, and then I have 2 task force supporting those National Guards. But for the meantime, we're just gonna go and take the cities, the major cities in Australia, and then one by one we're gonna take the provinces inland. But we'll have to make sure that we will destroy most of its armies because um, I only have eliminated I think that's 4 total Australian units. So if Australia is, well, Australia haven't didn't left the game, and I think it's active. So in my estimate, he probably has 30 units, 30 to 35 units available at his disposal. So some of them are probably being mobilized now to be sent to recapture the cities. So I'll need to watch out and prepare for that. And that's the reason why I am also not sending my troops outwards, or I mean inwards, because we don't know yet what's inside Australia. And as much as possible, I don't want to lose any units here. So the plan, my strategy is to hold on to the city. So as you can see, I have two of my National Guards. I have 2 National Guards left in the city as garrison, and then another 2 will be sent out to the nearby provinces, and I'm gonna capture those provinces if it has no garrison, if it has no troops. And that's, as you can see, I sent them only to I think that's um, how do you measure the distance here? Anyway, let's just say a few miles away from the center of Mataranka. If there's no garrison there, then we're gonna capture. If there is a garrison, then we're gonna move to a different province. We're gonna scout a different province, and we're gonna capture that. Since we have a National Guard here, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna attack because the attack points for National Guard is very low. So 2 National Guards will only have 4 attack points. Okay, so the best strategy here is to let them attack you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to poke and see um, which provinces are less defended, and we're gonna capture those provinces if they are undefended. And if there's enemy units there, then we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna wait for them to attack us. So I will wait for him to attempt to recapture Darwin. So I have 2 National Guards as garrison for defense, and it has 9 defense points and 2.3 defense points for armored. So with this strategy, I will be able to defend the city if ever there's gonna be an attack. And since I also have my support here, I can just send them also again to reinforce my ground troops in the city. Plus, I can send my national units back to the city to help bolster the defense, just like what I did in this one. So I recaptured the nearby province of Broome, and I think I can send my units here, my National Guard, to check the mountains here in Halls Creek. Try to do some poking there. So, and then I have my 16 task force going south into Perth to um, destroy whatever garrison he has there and to capture it also. So, okay. Now, my dilemma here is that I only have National Guards. Most of my troops, I'm building up here in the mainland. So, majority of my forces, my invading forces, like the motorized infantries and the combat recons, are all here in Myanmar, because we're gonna go up against India once I'm already confident, or once I've secured Australia in the south. So for Australia, Australia need to be conquered with my National Guards, and I'm gonna support them with my Air Force. So I have sent my Air Force. Where is it? There you go. So I've sent my 5th Fighter Wing to assist and help the ground troops in Australia. Okay, I know that's not gonna be enough, um, but we're gonna see. Hopefully, we'll be able to destroy his ground units. Hopefully, he garrisoned them in these cities, and you know, and then he decides to leave the game, so that I can easily destroy those ground troops. If his ground troops are here inside his mainland, then it will be difficult for me, um, because I only have National Guard. So I'll probably have to reinforce them with motorized or even artilleries if necessary. But for now, we're doing fine in Australia. So, okay. And since it's the day change, so we are still at number 4, the fourth player of the game. We have Italy as the top player again with 501 points and 48 cities, followed by Germany and then Bolivia. Okay, and then we have Ayman as the 5th player. Okay, very good. So I did talk to Ayman and ask him to establish some communications with other players. It's critical that we establish communications with Africa, because Africa is just right next to the European coalition. So if there's gonna be a target, they will be a good target for the European coalition. So Japan also was able to capture more than half of China already. So um, he'll probably complete this in less than 4 days. Hopefully, he can complete it quickly. And also, he annexed some of the cities here in South Korea, like Seoul, uh, Gangneung, Gangneung, and Busan. Okay, very good. So he annexed uh, Electronic City, Component City, as well as a Rare Material City. So very good. And he also have several ships. But what is, you know, what is concerning here is that Ayman doesn't have any garrison. He doesn't have any troops in his homeland. And you know, if you lose them, if these are captured, imagine the damage that it will cause. So number one, if yes, you will be able to recapture it, that's for sure. However, if an enemy ravage your core city, you're gonna lose the morale, and your structures, your buildings will get damaged. So they will be damaged once they're attacked, and when you recapture them, they will also get uh, damaged. So it's better that you leave a garrison there, at least two national guards or one motorized infantry, depending on your capacity, um, your resources. But national guards uh, will be a good garrison, because a you just need to build a recruiting office, and you need them anyway. So why not build one recruiting office on each of your um, core cities, so you can mobilize national guards anytime you want in those cities. Anyway, national guards are very cheap, and it's not gonna cost you too much. So that's my only concern. And also, if I will be capturing the cities, I'm gonna destroy all these structures here. Once I capture the city, I'm gonna destroy all the structures, so that my enemies won't be able to use them if in case they recapture the city. Right? So you destroy everything that's in there, so that in case they recapture, they won't be able to use anything. So that's a strategy that I also employ, that I also use, but not all the time. If I know that the enemy won't be able to come back, or if I know that I can defeat the enemy, and I have plans for the city, then I'm not gonna destroy the structures there. I'm gonna use them in case I have plans on annexing the cities. Also, in terms of annexing cities, you know, annexing cities has uh, two benefits. Okay, so the first one is it will allow you to mobilize units in that city. So you in Call of in Conflict of Nations, you won't be able to mobilize a unit from an occupied city. So you have to annex the city first in order for you um, to mobilize units there. So second is that annexing a city will give you an additional of 25% city resource production. So that's a total of 50%. So the total of 50%, this one I don't understand. But probably just think of it as if your resources, or this city is producing 50% more, because occupied cities doesn't produce as much resources even if you maximize their morale. So for example, here in Mitkina, so it's 50% morale, it has no structure, and it produces 403 components. Compare it to your city of Jakarta. Okay, let's find some a different city. So Makassar is also a component city, and it's at 81%. So it produces 1.9 components with a level 1 arms industry. So I can raise it up to 3,000 if I level up my arms industry to level 5. So that's a huge difference. So if I will annex this city, Mietkina, and build an arms industry, then it will produce more components for me, right? It's gonna help me with my economy. So that's the advantage of annexing a city. So when you're annexing a city, you have to determine the reason. There should be a purpose why you're annexing a city. So those are the purpose that you can you can check. For example, if you needed more, because usually you will only have like one electronic city or one rare material city, then if you need to improve your resource production for that particular resources, then you can annex a city that that produces whatever resources you're looking for. And then what I do whenever I will decide, whenever I'm trying to decide what city to annex, I'm gonna check what existing structure that city has. So I would prefer a city that has an existing structure already so that I won't have to build from scratch. And that's the reason why I also annex Mandalay here in Myanmar, because it has an existing army base. I need I need rare materials, um, production improvement. So my candidates are Mandalay, um, Huey, and then Manila. But these cities like Huey and Manila, they don't have any existing structures. Same with Chiang Mai. So they have no existing structures. Okay? So that's the reason why I decided to go for Mandalay. Also, this city, Naipito, it has an existing. So all these structures are, existing ones. When I capture the city, these are already the structures that the city has. So I just, utilize them for myself. And since it's an electronic city, or yeah, an electronic um, producing city, this will be a big advantage for me. Okay. So same with Iman. So he annexed Seoul, and it has level 2. It has a an air base and a level 2 army base. Same with Gangneung. Yeah. Okay. So very good. So he made the right decision. And he already has 3 annexed cities against mine, which is only, I only have just 2 annexed city. Okay. So in terms of annexation, Japan is leading. Um, but he needs to improve his troop count. Well, now it's at 37, so I guess it's improving. And he said yesterday that it's also the reason why he has few troops available. So that's good. So now, since he has annexed cities now, he can probably improve or increase his troop production. Okay, very good, Japan. Okay. Okay, Bolivia still. Okay, he's contained in the south. All right, and Japan is now going against the U.S. in its eastern coast. He's gonna attack New Orleans first. What's dangerous here is that you don't want Bolivia to suspect you. Well, he probably has a communication with Bolivia already, so that's fine. He probably established that communication already, so that's good. I'm gonna let Ayman handle the diplomacy communications with other players. So we'll try to be silent here because silence is intimidating. So we'll try to maintain that position and let the enemies come to me. It's better because if the other players comes to you, then um, it establishes your power in the game, establishes your position as a dominant player. So that's what we want. That's an impression that we want other players to have. So that because most of the players, they will join whoever is the strongest. So strength is a virtue that we have to, strength is a virtue that we have um, to, how will I say it? Um, to manifest against, to radiate. So yeah, we need to show strength. We need to um, tell the world that we can win with or without you. But if you will join us, then you will share the victory. So that's the message that we will send them. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. And thank you for supporting the channel. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Conflict of Nations action. You can also join our Discord server, so we can, set up games in there. And if you have any questions, or if you have any feedback, we can communicate in Discord. So I'm gonna post it. I will include it in the post. So yeah, there. Hopefully, I can, meet you there, and uh, that we can learn from each other. So thank you again, and have a great day.